up, busy moms? Busy moms. Who is that? You? I bet that's you. Okay, you got to hear this story. My friend Courtney is going to jump on and join me here in just a minute. I will see when she's on here viewing me. So in the meantime, tell me if you're catching me live or from a replay. I am here mixing my passion unsweet tea from Starbucks, and I put in my gut glow products, my prebiotic fiber, my dragon fruit trim stick, my collagen, and I'm gonna drink this up. Now, I do like to do the unflavored in this one, just so you know. But busy moms, here is Courtney. I want her to share a little bit about her story, and you gotta listen up, because we have a solution for your business. Well, not necessarily business, because you're always gonna be busy in life, but we do have a solution for you. And I can't wait to hear her story. So, hey, Courtney, so glad you're out here joining us.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Okay, for those of you who don't know Courtney, I'm going to have her share a little bit about her life and what her life was like before Singular Products and what it's like now. But she is a busy mom. She used to be an office manager and just has had a crazy life, but now she and her husband have some cattle. She gets to be a stay-at-home mom. She runs her singular business and leads a big group of ladies, and she has some real stuff coming up with back to school. So, Courtney, why don't you share this a little bit about how we know each other and a little bit about Singular and what it's done for your life, what it was like before and what it's like now?
So I want to say, I can't remember which event we met at. Well, we did all the social media stuff for a long time until we actually finally met in person. It felt like we knew each other already, but and then you meet someone in person and it's even better than what social media can give you. And that was probably 4 years ago, I guess, probably
about 4 years ago, and we live probably 10 or 12 hours apart, so we are not close.
No,
but we're both
not
in
at all. Yeah, both in Texas, but that far apart. So before Singular, I was working a 9 to 5, tired, exhausted, miserable, just gonna be real, like depressed. I was a little over a year past having my little girl, and I was just not the mom, not the wife that I was before or needed to be. And there was a moment where when I got pregnant, a little backstory to fill this in. When I got pregnant, I promised myself that I would print pictures for my little girl because, everything's on social media. And I wanted her to have an album. Well, I go to print them. She was almost a year old. I didn't print them, throughout
you
it.
You didn't have the time because you were so busy.
Yeah, but I did it. And when I did it, I noticed that I was not in hardly any pictures because I hid from the camera. And looking at it, it was like a big slap in the face. I didn't want my little girl to, like, if something were to happen to me right then and there, she would have thought that I was nowhere in her life. And that was not acceptable for me. So I knew right then, like, it was a time for a change. And what do you know? Like, I see something on social media and I'm like, if that girl can do it, I can do it. I need to know what this is.
So were you hiding from the camera because you weren't proud of the way you look?
Yes. I mean, like, I hid from the camera. I didn't look in the mirror. I made myself presentable enough to look like I didn't just roll out of bed. But, I just, my appearance was not something that I loved at all. And it brought me down. It brought my husband down. And, I wasn't being the best mom that I could. And that was just not acceptable. Like, we take pride in that. And that was not where I was going to fail whatsoever. And what do you know? Like, they always say when it's your time, it's your time. And within like a day or two, I'm scrolling social media and I see this post and I'm like, what is that? Well, if that girl can get some results like that, she's like me, she's around my age, she about needs the same amount of weight. Okay, I'll bite. What is this? And I've been trying to diet for like 6 months before I started Singular. And I think I lost like 7 or 8 pounds. And I was being good. And I was discouraged and I'd given up right before I started Singular. I'd given up on, being on a diet or whatever. I'd tried so many other products and I'd pretty much given up. Well, I saw that post and I was like, all right, one more thing. And then when my friend told me about the money back guarantee, I was like, all right, I'm sending this stuff back. Like, it's going back. I already know, but I'm not going to lose any money out of it. You know, well, we're here 5 years later and you know, I still have products.
So what was your experience with the product the first 30 days?
So by day 3, I was in love.
Yeah.
And I knew like this is what I had been looking for. Like the waking up in the morning and getting out of bed by day 3, I was a totally different person. And I'm like, where has this been my whole life? So at 8 days, I lost 8 pounds and I think like 16 inches, I want to say somewhere around 14, 16 inches.
Wow.
I was mind blown. Mind you, I was dieting before for months and it took months to lose 8 pounds.
Yeah. That's exciting.
And so in 30 days, I lost 16 pounds and I don't remember the inches, but I know I lost 4 pant sizes in my first 30 days.
Wow.
Talk about dead some inches. And I was just ecstatic and hooked from then on out. Like, this is what I needed and this is where I needed to be. And I'm in love with these products. So, I can't speak highly enough good things about them.
So do you have a favorite product and what is it and why?
That's hard because I love a lot of them. But I would have to say, the one that's like made a really the most impact on my life, honestly, is the probiotic. It has changed some crazy things. This is TMI, but I went from going to the bathroom 4 to 5 times a day or not for 3 days to like, I can almost set an alarm clock to,
That's awesome.
and you know, not only change that, but so many other things that like being able to eat foods and it not affect me. Being able to enjoy food because we eat food and we eat good. And it not affect me for hours or days after eating it. And like, I didn't take a probiotic before Singular came out with theirs. So I didn't know, you know, I'm like, I don't need one of those. Oh boy, did I. And I'm so glad Singular came out with one because, yeah.
And it actually puts you in a good mood too.
Yeah, it does.
Okay, so how about the gut health? So that's one of our gut health probiotics. Is there any other ways that they've helped you, or are there any tips that you would give somebody if they wanted to try some of our gut health products?
Yeah, no, they've extremely changed so many things for me. If you look right now, I don't have a single drop of makeup on. No, I have some like, you know, scarring because I had the worst adult acne ever. I'm talking about cysts. Just my face was full, and not just my face, my arms, my chest, my back, everywhere. Like, I had acne, and I never knew like how bad it was going to be. And so whenever we came out with the full line of the gut products, I, you know, went in head first, and I'm like, all right, here we go. Let's pay attention. And then I didn't see a change in my skin right away, but the long term, oh my gosh. Well, then learning from our product developer, she said something that like hit me and said, you know, people think that they have so many illnesses, but it all starts in your gut. And one of the things that she said was people think they are lactose intolerant. And I'm like, yeah, that's me. Okay. I'm listening. What is she going to say? And she's like, that's not a thing. It's an imbalance in your gut. And I went, no way. So all my life, like, I've avoided dairy because, you know, I would be miserable for days on end if I had dairy. And I'm like, I'm putting this to the test. Like,
wow.
I'm going to be this person. So one of my like biggest things is ice cream and this Bluebell. I love it, but like, I couldn't eat it. And, I'm like, if it's going to work, it's going to work with this. So I think I was on our gut collective products, our gut glow, for about a week. And I was like, all right, it's reset my microbiome. It's working the right way. Let's test it out. So I had me about 2 scoops of Bluebell. And normally before I would sit there and within, I don't know, 20 minutes, there'd start some gurgling and some rumbling. And, you know, and then it was just, my belly would be so hard from gas. And for 2 or 3 days, my stomach would be upset. And just like did not want food and, you know, nothing. It was like I had a regular meal. It absolutely did nothing to me. And I mean, I've been this way. I'm 33 years old. Or 34. Sorry. Forgot that one year. But I've been that way as long as I can remember. And I could not believe this. I was just absolutely mind blown. Now, that doesn't mean I eat Bluebell every day, because no. But to be able to enjoy some dairy products and not have an effect from it and not be miserable, I was just mind blown. I'm like, how many other things are wrong with my gut that I didn't even know? And so I play a big part on, like the digestion of it. And honestly believe like the hormonal part of it, because of my skin and the way my skin was, and with the adult acne and stuff like that. And I had no idea that hormones started in your gut. Like, that was not something that I knew. And I've learned all of these things because of our product developer and what the huge realm that our gut products do for a single human being.
Yeah. Yes, that's awesome. And not only do we have product developers that hold degrees in, food science and in production and things like that, like they know what they're doing. We also have a clinical nutritionist on our team, and who works for our company and helps put things together. So that's really exciting. So with that being said, we have some back to school stuff coming up, because we know busy moms need help, right?
Yes.
And you and I were both talking yesterday, and we're kind of going to do a glow up, right? And I just had mixed up my prebiotic, my trim sticks, and my collagen in my passion tea. It's actually really good. But we're going to do some. And so let me tell you guys, if you're interested. Okay, guys, it muted me. I hate when that happens. If you do any lives, you're going to figure out sometimes you have to put your phone on like do not disturb, and then it won't come through. But I forgot to do that. And I also am not on the Wi-Fi here at Starbucks. So there you go. Anyhow, Courtney was on with me. Go back and watch her thing, listen to her story. But I am doing a back to school bash. So is Courtney. We have private groups, so you want to check out the private groups. Message either one of us to get details. If you're Courtney's friend and connected with her, message her. She'll get you the details about her back to school bash. We're giving away prizes. We're going to help you with things like showing up for yourself. Like, I realize October's coming, Christmas is coming. Like, you got to show up for yourself. You got to be ready for yourself to take care of your kids. And Courtney was talking about that. Okay, here, I'm going to bring her on. Courtney, I'm learning more about lives. Somebody called me and it muted me.
Technology, I swear, every time I go live, something happens. Like, it can never go flawlessly, never. But that's life, and that just shows that anybody can do this.
Yes, anybody can do this. So we are both doing a back to school bash. I was just telling everybody, okay, so I don't know about you, but summer kind of took its toll.
I summered too hard.
Yeah, summer too hard. But back to school's right around the corner. This is August 1st. So we were both talking, we're going to get on track, and glow up is part of that. Like, just showing up. So we each have little groups. If you're friends with Courtney, go message her, connect with her. She is doing some really fun stuff over there. I'm going to be doing some stuff in my group. We both have a passion for busy moms. We both have been in your shoes, being a working mom and being a stay-at-home mom. We know what it's like. And we also have been in your shoes, maybe not feeling that confident in our own skin. So, do you have anything you would want to add?
No, I mean, like you said, I summered too hard, and I'm ready to get back in a routine. And it's so hard to get back in the routine, and then get your child back in a routine also. And so I'm trying to start fresh. August 1st, let's start getting this routine with my kid, kind of get the life and just all of it. And when thinking on that, I was like, all right, I know I'm not the only person. So we're doing one. It's going to be really fun. Lots of prizes, lots of giveaways, lots of kind of like back to school tips too, just to make your life a little bit easier, and just to be supportive of each other, because we all know as moms, like, there's times that we need people in our background and behind us and cheering us on and being supportive. And I'm really looking forward to this back to school. We're calling ours back to school fuel, because the mama has to be as best thing as she can, because it's that first week of school, it's really crazy. And I mean, I lean on our products all the time because I know that they're there to help me. So I want to be able to share that with everybody, and anybody can join us. So I'm super excited.
Well, I love it. Okay, you guys. So reach out to us. Mine starts August 19th. What about yours?
August 12th.
Okay, so right around the corner. Okay, you guys, have a fantastic day, and let's just go